Hey guys, and welcome to this week's section of the Coffee and Hero Show that deals in my pull list. So what I've done is I've actually taken out all of my variants from this box, otherwise the box would have been twice as full. And you guys don't need to know any more about my variant problem, but there were some really beautiful ones that will be, of course, available in store as well. But I'm just going to take you through all the titles that I've got on my pull list this week. So this is essentially the release schedule for the first week of August. These will be on sale on the Wednesday as always. So anything catches your eye, just drop a message and let us know. So kick things off first of all with Black Widow. So we're up to issue 9 of this. So this was a recent recipient of an Eisner for Best Continuing Series. This is written by Kelly Thompson, art by Elena Casagrande. So enjoying that so far. I did think it was maybe up against some stronger competition in the Eisners, but you know, it's good to see it doing well regardless. Next up, we've got part 4 of the Extreme Carnage event. So this is the series of one-shots. I'm looking up at the racks there. I see we've still got Phage there. I see we've still got Scream, and we've also got the first issue, the Extreme Carnage Alpha. But we're up to number 4, and this time we're working on Lasher, which I have to admit, every time I saw on the invoice or on an order form, I thought it was the name of a reindeer. But yeah, Clyde McLeod Chapman on this, and Chris Mooneyham on art. Next up, we are up to issue 49 of The Immortal Hulk. So, yips, Keith, I'm going to read Immortal Hulk now. We keep talking about it for the podcast. I keep stopping him from talking about Immortal Hulk because I've been playing catch up, but I now have all the single issues. Issue 50 is the finale. I believe it's going to be an oversized, triple-sized issue, I think. So what we want to do is make sure that we can discuss it on the podcast and actually talk it through in terms of spoiler-filled. You know, Keith doesn't have to worry about ruining anything for me. I will read this. The challenge has been set. I need to finish it in the next month. What have we got next up? Next up, we've got part 2 of Sinister War. I think, yeah, we've 1 or 2 copies of number 1 still left. But this is a 4-issue mini-series. We're up to issue 2 now. This is, of course, Nick Spencer. It's co-written by Ed Brisson. And then you've got art by Mark Bagley. Doesn't get much better than that. Next up, we have Ultraman, The Trials of Ultraman. So this is a 5-issue mini-series. This is a second story arc since Kyle Higgins took over on Ultraman. And I've been digging that. Cool little title. Trade will not be far behind. Up to issue 2 now of X-Men. So we have Jerry Dugan writing, of course. Pepe Larraz on art. Really enjoyed number 1. Felt like a bit of a, not a back to basics thing, but a back to simplicity, I suppose. X-Men as a superhero team working together to take down threats. Really dug the first issue. I have to admit I stepped away a little bit from X-Men, but Planet Size X-Men really brought me back in. So looking forward to issue 2 of that. Any week with New Walking Dead is a good week. I keep banging the drum for The Walking Dead. It continues to be a great series in color form. Of course, it is finished in black and white with trades and so forth, but you're never disappointed with The Walking Dead. Brilliant series. Up to issue 20 of that, just another 7 years to go. What else have we got in here? We've got, let's see, this is a really cool little title that I enjoy called Heavy. This is released through Vault Comics, and it's essentially about people who have died who become avenging angels to try and clear their ledger so that they can actually maybe save the ones they love. Really cool little title and good concept. As is Witchblood, which of course I've talked before. We're up to issue 5. Vampires meets Cowgirls. What more can you ask for? Again, a cracking little Vault title that comes out through their Nightfall range, which is their horror imprint. We're up to issue 3 now of Out of Body, which has been a really cool little series so far. Peter Milligan writing. This is for Aftershock, so it is. Aftershock also celebrating there at the bottom corner. It says 100 titles since 2015, so shows that they're very much a label and a publisher on the rise there as well. And another Aftershock title I have, which strangely doesn't have the same badge on it, which is Phantom on the Scan, which again we're up to issue 4 of that. One of the undoubted big titles of the week in terms of indie. I know certain people will be very happy to see this out. We're up to issue 5 of Chariot, which is the last issue. So this is a series from Brian Edward Hill and Priscilla Petrades. And we don't know if there's going to be a second volume. The concept certainly warrants one. We'll have to wait and see how the first one ends and go from there. A new AWA title kicking off this week as well from Mark Russell, who is of course writing Fantastic Four Life Story at the moment. And then you've got AWA stalwart artist Mike Diodato Jr. Now that he's finished Redemption, he can start new titles. This is Not All Robots #1. So that is a little bit of AWA love there. We have, again, any week that has new 7 Secrets is a good week. Again, another title I bang the drum for all the time. For me, it's Boom's best title on the shelf. And again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. That is no small comment given the quality Boom are putting out. But yeah, you've, of course, Tom Taylor, Daniel Didaculo on art, and just continues to be amazing. Another great Boom title we have here is Wind. So this is the All Ages James Tynion IV and Michael D. Alness title, really ramping up. I'd actually set a couple of issues of this to the side recently, just so I could read a couple back to back, and brilliant stuff. And again, great All Ages title. The first trade is available, so it's just the second trade we're awaiting with bated breath. For you trade readers, of course. Also, any week that has new Firepower is a great week. So again, Mr. Kirkman giving us the goods this week. As well as Walking Dead, we get a new issue of Robert Kirkman and Chris Samney's excellent Kung Fu family epic as well. Another big one for Image, I would say, is a Geiger. So we're up to issue 5 of 6. Though again, I think this is volume 1. There's talks of a second volume. We'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, Geiger, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson, brilliant storytelling. And again, trade is not far away. We're up to issue 4 of The Good Asian, another one I keep banging the drum for. This is Chinatown set noir, set in the 1930s, 1940s sort of era in America. Pontek Pishisho is writing on this. And again, yep, I see on the racks. I've got issue 1, 2, and 3 still. This is issue 4 if you want to play catch up. Brilliant series, do not miss out. When this hits Eisner time next year, when Eisner award season comes along, I should say, this will be right up there. It is fantastic, and it's very heavily loved by creators in the industry as well who want to share the good word. Sounds like the Bible, the good word. One of the titles I'm looking forward to most this week, this is definitely high up on my list. This is the new title from the creative team behind Middle West. Again, another title I love so much. So Scotty Young writing and Jorge Corona on art. And this is the Me You Love in the Dark. So issue 1 of that, get on that, that's going to be good. We also have Stillwater, we're up to issue 9 of that. So we have Chip Zdarsky, Ramon K. Perez, and that is just a wonderfully creepy cover. Really, really like that. Issue 5 of Skybound X, which I believe is the end, or is this the end of Rick Grimes 2000? So this is the end of the Skybound X event. 5 issues in total. We've of course loved the Walking Dead stuff, but I'm really happy here to see that there's a short story for 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, which again is another title we've been pushing quite a bit in the store. What do we got DC wise? First up, this is a big one. This is the end of an era for me. This is a title I collected ever since issue 1, been there since day dot. We're coming to the end of American Vampire. This is up to issue 10 now, which is the last issue of American Vampire 1976, and from what I understand, for all intents and purposes, that's American Vampire done. But they said that before, so we'll see. Again, any new week with a new Batman issue is always a good week. We're up to issue 111 now. James Tynion IV, Jorge Jimenez on art, of course. Then we also have another big one this week. I think this will be a big seller, and I'm really looking forward to tucking into it. This is a brand new number 1 through Black Label. It's not silly size, you're happy to know. This is from Matthew Rosenberg on writing, so we've always been a fan of his, and Jesus Moreno on art, and it's also got a lovely little Chip Zdarsky cover, and this is The Joker Presents a Puzzle Box. Brand new Black Label title. Pre-orders are high on it. We ordered quite a lot in anyway for anybody coming to it late. This is going to be a big one, I think. Couple left just to finish off with. Then we have Justice League number 66. Again, been enjoying Justice League more than I expected to. Bendis is of course writing here, Brad Michael Bendis, and it's Phil Hester on art for this issue, who's been doing some great stuff recently. 2 issues to go. Oh, 2 issues of quality as well. So we have, first of all, issue 6 of 10 of the Swamp Thing. Ram V. Mike Perkins is back on art. Not that John McCrea didn't do a great job in issue 5, because he very much did, and it was great seeing his John Constantine and so forth. But for me, this is a series, it's a collaborative series. It's Ramby, it's Mike Perkins. So I'm really happy to see that he's back on art. And then no doubt what probably my most excited, my most anticipated title for this week. And again, we push it to the moon and back as much as we can. And that is, of course, The Nice House on the Lake. We're up to issue 3 now. You'll see the 3rd symbol illuminated there. Gloriously creepy cover as well. This, of course, is the title from James Tynion IV, Alvaro Martinez Bueno as well, and Jordi Belair on colors, just as important. So that is Nice House on the Lake number 3. So that is my pull list for the week as always. Plenty to sink my teeth into there. no trades for me this week, so you know, maybe have a bit more time. I did just come back from a couple of days away, and I read Batman Earth 1 volumes 1 to 3, really dug those, and an indie title as well, the Downriver People. So it's not like I don't have plenty to read just because there's no trades for me this week. But anyway, I hope this proved helpful as ever, guys. That's the weekly releases for the first week of August in 2021. And again, any titles appeal to you, drop us a message and we'll get you sorted. Anyway, stay safe out there, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the store. Take it easy.